miss my friends, yeah. I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. And I ain't got no life. This is quarantine. And I ain't got no life. Can someone please help me? This is quarantine. We can't do a thing. Man, I need my life back. Can you please help me? And man, I need my life back. We're just supposed to drink. This is quarantine.
We're back. We're back for the second audiogram. And I thought I'd be more relaxed, but nah, I'm just as nervous. But this time I'm sitting down because last week I was standing up when I was delivering the message and it just didn't feel right. But it was because I was still recording the track, and because I'm quite insane at times, if I change the height of the microphone for last week, then I would have spent about 3 hours trying to reset it up again. So we have finished recording the song. So now there's a lot of decision making for me to do. A lot of creative decisions when I'm mixing the song. I would say between 300 to 600 micro decisions. So it's going to be very intense, but it's just the way it is when you're making these tracks. So lockdown, it's really put a spanner in the works. My dog Ronnie ran into a tree today, and he pretty much snapped his nail. So I had to go to the vet, and he's now recovering. I think he was trying to do something to take himself away from this lockdown. So, anyway. I'm sipping on some green tea while I broadcast this. Some piping hot green tea, real scald level temperature. So just one moment. Oh yeah. Now my mum used to say green tea was good for digestion. So shout out to the mothers. She's also the type that would think that drinking some water would help cure disease. So anyway, the point of this podcast today, or audiocast, is to talk about why I use an American accent in some of my songs, or most of them actually. For those of you who have heard some of my songs in the past, you may have noticed this. And just a bit of insight into why I do this. So I predominantly listen to American, I don't even know what to call it. Is it rap? Is it hip hop? Is it pop? Is it rap pop? Is it emo pop? Emo rap? That kind of stuff. And my ear is just accustomed to the American accent in music. So if I were to hear an Australian rap song or that type of thing where they're really going in on the accent, it's just not for me. It's just something about it is just grating to my ear. So when I record my songs, I'm trying to put on an American accent, which one of the difficult things about it is when people are singing or they're rapping, they'll usually lean into their accent or they'll emphasize words and that type of thing. And when it's your own language or accent, it's very easy to do that. But when you're trying to put on an accent, it's kind of hard to, because I'm kind of trying to think how to say it in the accent and then deliver it at the same time. So it's kind of like speaking a different language in a way. But the reason I choose it is just I like it for the sound. I'm not sure if it translates all the time, but I think it gives me a unique sound either way because it's an Australian trying to put an American accent on. So that's about it for this podcast. I keep calling it a podcast. Maybe I should just make a podcast on Spotify and, maybe get some streams. I don't know. But anyway, that's about it. There are we're not done. I'm not leaving. So, just want to talk about something related to taking risks, because last week was was a big risk for me, posting that first audiogram. Most likely normal people would be like, let me just test out the waters and just maybe do a small topic or just something lighthearted to go in. But I just went bang straight away, and it was a real weight off my shoulders. Everyone's been very supportive, and I just feel a lot better about doing it all. But so that was one of the risks I took. But relating it back to this meditation exercise I've been doing, I just use Headspace, like the normal, which is pretty common these days. But there's kind of like a visualization where you kind of picture someone being happy and kind of like sunlight appearing in their body. And then you sort of in your mind try to watch that expand outward. And I found myself, I would be expanding it from, the room I was in to the suburb to the city, picturing like the globe, the state, the countries, and then the entire world would be covered in this sort of sunlight, which is meant to represent spaciousness and opening your mind and that type of thing. And then I would then go and visualize it going to the other planets in the solar system, then all the way out to the Milky Way, and then all the way out to the other galaxies out there. If, you get the point, just continually picturing it outward and outward. And then after doing this exercise, I kind of learned that we, sorry, just some audio started playing out of nowhere. So what I learned from that is we're so small in the grand scheme of things, and what we do, like there really isn't any risk in what we're doing. Like for me to do this, so just wanted to say how that benefited me, and things are going well, and I'm going to call it a day. Catch you on the next one.
I miss my friends, yeah. I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. Now I miss my friends. And I ain't got no life. This is quarantine. And I ain't got no life. Can someone please help me? This is quarantine. We can't do a thing. Man, I need my life back. Can you please help me? And man, I need my life back. Which is supposed to drink. This is quarantine.